Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session of blockchain technologies. Today, as you all know, that yesterday we were left with an implementation session. So today we'll be starting off with implementation, and Ms. Shubhani will carry out the implementation session today. Good afternoon, Shubhani ma'am. Shubhani ma'am, am I audible to you? Any one of you, can you please tell me that if I am audible to you or not?
Ma'am, you are audible, but Shivani ma'am are not.
Okay. So we'll wait for her till she responds back, and then we'll start with the session. Shubhani, ma'am, I think your mic is not connected because the sign is not there. Just reconnect your mic once. Or you can join in from audio. I think your audio is not connected. Just wait for another 2 to 3 minutes, everyone. Shubhani ma'am is connecting her audio. So as soon as she connects that, we'll start with the session.
Just give me 5 minutes. I will get back to you. So very good afternoon, everyone. Everybody sees the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's visible.
Uh, have you heard about smart contracts? So what is smart contracts? So heard about before? So what is smart contract? Just smart contract is a computerized protocol wherein you write a standard contract rule that is tamper proof. Means that is immutable. Immutable means no one can change the data within the smart contract. Okay, if once you write the data in your smart contract, then no one can change or alter that data. Okay, and so what was the need to develop a contract specific language? Why couldn't we use the existing language like C, C++, that is? So we use Solidity for smart contracts. Okay, Solidity is a contract oriented high level language to implement smart contracts on a EVM, that is Ethereum virtual machine. So the first, so the basics of Solidity programming. What we done today is the how we code of smart contracts to build, how we code to build a smart contracts in Remix IDE. That is, Remix is a Ethereum platform where we build the smart contracts. Okay, so first we discuss the basics of smart contracts. So like other languages, in this language we use Boolean, integers, strings, addresses, enum, function, array, and structures, mapping, everything. Okay, we'll discuss one by one later. The first, the Boolean. The Boolean is basically a data type that returns 1 or 0 in mathematical value. 1 when the expression is true, 0 when the expression is false. The possible values are the constant for Boolean is 2, that is true and false. Okay, and the next is integer. Integers are of two types, that is int and uint, signed and unsigned integers of various sizes, that is 8 unsigned of 8 up to 256 bits. Okay, 8 bits to 256 bits. If you want to describe the 8 bits variable, then you declare int 8 and it is a signed number. If you want to declare the variable in unsigned, then uint means this one into 256, that represents the 256 bits data. Okay, this if you want to represent any strings and this language, then we use single or double quotes. Okay, so I just show you some. Everybody sees the black screen.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a Remix IDE, that is Remix compiler, where we run smart contracts. Okay, so this is a Solidity compiler. So firstly, the first line describes the Solidity version that we have used for the smart contract. The first is Pragma Solidity, the version. That means greater or equal to 0.4 to 24. This has been shown in this, like this, 5.7 and 5.16. Okay. These are all our versions of this Solidity. So we describe here greater than or equal to 0.4.24. That means the version which is greater than 0.4.24, it is applicable for this smart contract. Okay. So the first, this is a keyword. like other languages, for smart contract language, we first describe the contract word. That means it is a keyword to start this language. Okay, the contract. The next word is the name of your smart contract. Okay, uh, the word simple here represents the name of your smart contract. That means our smart contract name is simple. Okay, so like I have discussed the integer variables. If we want describe some variables that have data type of integers, unsigned integers. That means the first is keyword, that is uint. The next one is, it is visibility specifier. Visibility specifier means the visibility of that variable. Okay, and the next one is variable name, suppose price, and the line must end with semicolon. Clear? The next one, suppose we have we want to describe some more variables, more state variables. These all are straight variables. Okay, here we describe the straight variables. The next one is, suppose we describe the string. The visibility specifier is public and the name is location. We discussed that the string is always in single or double quotes. So here we mention, suppose Madrid. Okay, and the end with semicolon. Clear? The next one is, suppose we want some state variable like address, public, and the variable is something, anything, name. Clear? So this is the left side of this screen describes the part where we run and deploy this smart contract. Okay, the first one describes the which smart contract do you want to run, and the second is where the group is showed. This one is a compiler, so we have used the 0.4.26 compiler and we compile this, and I have already chosen an auto compile. That means auto compiled has done. That means the compilation of this smart contract has already done. The next part is deployment. The deployment is on JavaScript based, and this one is the random addresses generated on this compiler, and this is the gas limit. This is a value. We will discuss later all these values, gas limit value, how we use in these smart contracts. Okay, the first here we simply discuss the state variables, and these are the state variables. These all are in public visibility specifier, and state variables are always permanently stored in the storage. Okay, and now we deploy the smart contract. Here, the bottom of the screen shows the green tick. This means that this deployment has done properly. If you click this link, then you see that the status of this transaction, true transaction mined and execution succeed, transaction hash, contract address, from, to, simple, and the gas value, transaction cost, execution cost, the hash of this transaction, input, decoded input, everything value. Okay, so here from left hand side, if you click on this, our smart contract name is simple, and you click on this and you show these three public state variables. Okay, if you want to click this button, location is Madrid, because we have already given the location Madrid. That's why it is shown Madrid. Okay, the name 000, because we have not given any name and the state variable. Okay, the price is 0 because we have not given any price till now. Clear to everyone, these state variables, how we describe the state variables in smart contract? here the address is in hexadecimal form. That's why the 0x, the starting two values is 0x. That describes the address is in hexadecimal form. Okay, clear to everyone this state variables? So next we discuss so this is a boolean. We can also describe the bool public. Keyword is value. Okay, the value variable returns the bool value. Okay, the next is address. The next one the next we discuss the get function and set functions. The set function is this. The set function is used for updating the values. Okay, and the get function is retrieve that value from that retrieve the values from that variable. State variables inbuilt get function, sorry. The state variables inbuilt get functions. That's why they have shown in your deploy module. Okay, and suppose we have deleted this and we have defined some functions, get and set function, like that. Suppose function, this is a function is a keyword, and then function name, suppose set function, this is a function name, and in this we describe the argument list. Suppose uint, here we describe the price. The other name of price here we discuss is underscore price, because we want to update some values of state variables that have mentioned above. Okay, and the next is string. Okay, the string other name is location, and the next one is so two variables. Okay, and the next is public. It is also a public function. So we can run it through this module, because this is a external module for this contract. Okay, and then and then the function body and curly braces. Okay, function body is we want price that we give in this, and end with semicolon, and location that we mention and underscore location. Clear? Suppose, and then it has auto compiled, and then when we deploy this is successfully deployed, and when we see the sample, then we show that set function is shown in this module. Okay, and here show the two values. The first one is price and the second one is location. When we given this price, when we given these values, then we can transact, otherwise we cannot transact. Okay, so firstly, we check all these values. Firstly, check the location and price. The location is Madrid, we have already given, and the price is 0 because we have given nothing. So here, suppose we given 100 price and the location is a string. So in single quotes. So we LA, okay, and transact. So this is done. The two transaction mined and execution succeed. So when we click on the location, then you can see that the location has been changed from Madrid to LA and the price has been updated from 0 to 100. Clear? Everybody clears this. The next function is get function. Get function is used to retrieve something from that variables. It is the state variables are same working as the get functions. So the function, this is the keyword function, and then the function name, that is get function, and the argument list. We do here we are not written anything because we just want get from this function. We didn't rewrite anything through this function. Okay, the next is public because it is also a public function. Here we use the view. Why view? Because here only from this function, from this get function, we only read that function. We didn't change, we don't change anything through this function. That's why we have used only view in the get function. Okay, then return means, and its type, suppose uint, data type, returns in which data type. Okay, and then function body. The function body is, suppose, return location. Here they end with semicolon. There is some error. Location. Oh, sorry. Error is that the location is not in uint form. The location is in string form. Okay. The suppose now clear everything. This auto compile and then deploy this contract. Okay, the transaction had mined successfully, and this shows that transaction recorded 1. If we click on that, here is get function. Get function is returns the location value. If firstly we check this Madrid and then value is false, price is 0, and the name is nothing. If you want set function, then value given is 100 and uses Patiala. So transact. Okay, and through get function we found Patiala. Okay, and here location is Patiala and the price is 100. Similarly, we make a function, get function for function 1. Public view and returns the uint because it is for price. Return price. Clear? The address and rule we'll discuss later. But firstly, we'll discuss about these things. Okay, this is a simple function, this is a simple smart contract where we define two state variables. The one is price, the other one is location, and we have used these two functions. The first function is set function, the other function is get function. Set function is used to update the state variables values, and the get function is data retrieve or value retrieve from the state variables value. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, if you put a function view type, then only it's readable, na? If like default is read write both.
No, if you write here view, then we can only view this function. We cannot modify this function. Okay.
Got it, ma'am. Thanks.
Huh. If anyone have any doubt, then you can ask. Otherwise, we will go into the next program. Should we move next program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In next programs we discuss arrays. We already know that arrays of two types, that is fixed size array and the second one is dynamic arrays. In fixed size arrays we describe the array size, that how many elements you want to put in your array. And if you use dynamic array, then you don't know how many elements you can take. Okay, so how we describe? Firstly, we discuss the fixed size arrays. Okay, fixed size arrays, if you want to, the data type, that the keyword for the array data type is byte. If you write this like, suppose A, okay, if you, this represents only one element in array. Okay, if you write bytes 1, this also represents only one element in array, and it is up to bytes 1 to bytes 32. Okay, we can define how many elements in a fixed size array is 1 to 32. If you describe here 1, that means A, that is state variable, contains only one element. Okay, and the next is, suppose we use bytes 3 public and the value is B. Here we describe B represents how many elements? 3 elements. Okay, A and B both the arrays, A contains one element and B contains 3 elements. Clear? These two are state variables for fixed size arrays. Here, we can describe it also like that. Int is a data type. How many elements? 3, suppose. Okay, and the public is a specifier, and then X. Okay, this also represents, see, 3 elements. Clear? One more way to describe the fixed size array is public, okay, X equal to the values of 3, 10, 20 and 30. So Here we use 5. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you run this program, deploy, and you just click, you can see that A, B, X, and Y. Clear? If here Y, in Y variable, it wants something. It wants the index value. Okay, index value is, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. If you put 1 here and then call, you can show the 20. You can see the screen, the value is 20 because at 1, the array value is 20. If you write here is 3, here you simply see that the call to simple is error because here there is no fourth element in this array, only 3 elements, and we call fourth. Clear? And in X, if you write it here is 1. Suppose here we write 1. So call nothing 0 because here we represent, we do nothing. We just only variable. We just only put variable. So how we describe it in, so here we comment this line because it is already how we set the values of these arrays. So same function, set function, that is the keyword, and then set array. This is a function name, and then this argument list. Here we do nothing right in this argument list. We just define in the function body. So how we define X, suppose A is equal to, if you write it in a hexadecimal form, then you should write it in a single quotes. If you suppose here we kept this and the B value is given in only 3 and X of, yeah, here you write I because the index of I, X, I is given is equal to value. So here is u int I, u int value. Here is expected that. I think this is the, okay, it is of bytes 1, so only B will consider. Here is value. Value is clear. So if we deploy this function, clear everything and deploy, the transaction is true, transaction done mined and execution succeed. We deploy this contract and a simple this. Okay, if you first click on A button, nothing 0x00. Now the one thing is here A is 0x00. It includes only one value. Na? A array includes only one value. The hexadecimal form 0x defines the hexadecimal and the 00 represents the first element. Every element contains 2 digits. Okay, every element consists of 2 digits in hexadecimal form. In B, we see that 6 digits and all are 0 because अभी हमने कुछ नहीं दिया, ठीक है? And in X, if you write 1, that means second element of the array you can call then 0. Okay. Set array. Now set array wants 2 values. The first one is u int I and the second one is int value. U int I means index name, index of X variable. That means 1. The second element of X array. And the value int value means value. Which value? Suppose 40. If you transact successfully here, and if now click on A button, you see that 61. A in hexadecimal form, small letter A represents the 61 and B is 003 and 3 represents the third. 3 is the third digit. The first is 00 and the second element of the array is 00. Third element of the array is 03. Clear? And the x suppose हमने 1 ही दिया था तो 1 कॉल करते हैं and that is 40. Clear? If you again wants to suppose 2 and here we 20 suppose 30 add and transact, then x 2 call the 30. Clear? And now we write 0, the first element of the array, we add 10 and transact, and here we add 0 and call, that is 10. Clear? Till now we add values in array, that is A, B and X. Clear? Now the fixed size array, the member, what is the member of fixed size array? The member is length. Okay, length represents the how many elements in your array. So create a function that defines the member of the array, fixed size array. Suppose so length represents length of the array. So it retrieves value from the array. So we use get function. Okay, and get length. This is a function name and then nothing. Then public view. Public is a, then we just only want to read this function and returns it in uint form because length is it in integer form. So return so which array's length do you want to retrieve? Suppose x, suppose we a dot length and with semicolon. Clear everything. Deploy contract and then deploy again the true transaction mind and succeed successfully, and then here get length. Here the function is get length. If you click this function, you see the value is 1. That means a array has only one variable, only one element. Okay, if you write here, suppose right here B here, and this again deploy again and again click on next, then 3. Here shows the 3 value. That means B array has 3 elements. Clear? Okay, or if you, the one more function, get function, if you want the index, if you want to retrieve value from index wise, suppose function get we use from get value from A. Suppose get from A and this only public because we get from retrieve, that's why we have used view and returns in okay, but here we given one index because index value. Okay, return A of I. Clear the screen. deploy this, this one. The second one is this one. Here you can see that get A. Okay, and it wants some value, that means I. The I must be in a range of array's length. Array length has 1, that means it has only 0 index, so we can only put here 0. So call, and it is 0x00, because till now we not call the set function that updates the value of A. So before this we call the set function here 120 transact. A is 0x61, B is 003, and we add all values 0, index, and 10. Transact 1 has already, then 2, and here is 30. Here transact. Here if you want to put this value, if 1, you can see that 20. If you put 0, the first element of the X array, then 10, and the third element of the X array, 30. And if you now get function, here you use only 0, because A array has only one element that have index value is 0. So call here is 0x61. A of 0 is 0x61. Get this smart contract, how it works?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody clears the fixed size array, how we use the fixed size array in a smart contract? Clear? This we can define here is, this is return element from an array for better readability. This is set the elements of an array here, and sorry, this next is here is returns the length of an array. Clear? Clear, everyone? Should we move to the dynamic size arrays? Okay, now we move to the dynamic size arrays. The dynamic size, the two members of dynamic size arrays. The first one is length, that means how many elements in that array, and the second is push dot length. Push means which element do you want to add in a specific array. Clear? So how we describe, suppose the contract name is simple, and we just write uint. We do not mention the size of the array, we just empty brackets. Okay, the public is the specifier, and the next is suppose prices. Yes. Okay, now we describe the function, how we add and find the length of the dynamic size array. And the function is a keyword, and the function name is add price. Yeah. So uint, the another name of price is underscore price, and the public. Here we do not write view, because we change the values of prices variable. Clear? Function body prices dot push. Dot push is a member of of the dynamic size array that which has been used to add elements in a dynamic size array. Clear? From which that we described in a this variable. Clear? And if we deploy this smart contract, it is done successfully. Transaction mined and execution successfully, and click on this. Here, two things. The first is prices and the add price. Clear? So mention the index 0. Mention the value, simple value. 10. Add 0 index. Okay. 20 at 1 index. 30 at 2 index. 40 at 4 index. That means we add 5 values. Okay. And if you want to see, suppose third index. Third index prices, the value is 40. Second index value, the value is 30. First index, the value is 20. 0 index, the value is 10. So how we retrieve the length of the dynamic size array? So function, simply get function, because we just retrieve the value. We didn't change anything. We do not want to change anything in specific array. We just retrieve that value from the array. Okay. So get value. We can say that get length for better readability. And just public view, and then returns it in which form, which data type? uint, because the value is defined in integer form. So return which array? Prices dot length. Dot length is a member function. Yeah. Return. Yeah. And it already deploy C. Here is get length. Firstly, we add something at 0 index. Sorry, at 0 index 20 add, at 1 index 30 add, at 2 index suppose 80 add. Okay, so want to know the value at index number 1. So 1 here put price is 30. Get length, that shows the value, how many elements in your prices array. That is 3 elements. That indexes have 0, 1 and 2. Here?
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
So smart contracts are only limited to values. Could you like add text to it?
Sorry, can you speak loudly? I didn't get your point.
Okay. Smart contracts
Yeah.
are only limited to values. So
Hello. Huh?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm hear you. Good, please.
So my question is, smart contracts are only limited to values. Is text like can be added to it?
I didn't get your point. Good. Can you speak some more loud, please?
Okay.
Huh.
My question is,
Huh?
smart contracts are limited to values only, like integers and numbers.
Okay. No. It is not limited to integers or numbers. In further or in future, we will discuss everything: address, strings, everything in smart contract. We can use everything in here like other languages. Only integers and is not limited on to only integers values. Okay, here is just a simple description about how we can add arrays in a smart contract. Just a simple smart contracts. Okay.
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 And the language that you're using is a JavaScript?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody have a question?
Like Python.
Sorry, can we use?
Instead of JavaScript, can we use any other language?
No. Solidity compiler has only three options. That is JavaScript, injected Web3, and Web3 provider. JavaScript is for if you want to run this smart contract on a Remix compiler. Okay. If you want to this smart contract connect with the web application, then you can use the injected Web3. Okay. In future, we will connected with MetaMask. Okay, and MetaMask through the injected Web3. But if you want to deploy a smart contract on Remix, then you can use only JavaScript virtual machine. No other option is available for you.
Okay.
Okay. Any question? Any query? So the next we discuss the next one. Just give me 1 minute. I'll check the assignment. So in the same function, we use some more functions. Okay, if in this fixed size array, we use two more functions like get element या फिर retrieve an element from the array like state variable already did this. Yeah, one more function is delete element. If you want an element, if you want to delete something from the array, then how we can delete this? How we
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hanji?
Ma'am, we cannot see your browser. You have shared your meeting window.
Okay, no problem. I'm shared. Now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's
Okay.
visible.
Okay. So what I can say is, if you want to delete an element from the array, then how we can delete the element from the from an existing array? Or okay, so we define a function, and the function name is delete array. Okay, and the argument list that we pass is uint index. Okay, where we want to delete this element, that is index number. Okay, the second now is the public, and here. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing you have been noticed that if you put this index value is greater than the array length, that means it means that अगर आपने suppose हमने सिर्फ 3 elements array में add किए हैं 0 1 2, that means index value is 0 1 2. If you put 4 at index number, then it returns false. So here we describe returns that gives you a value bool form. Okay, so function body is the first one is if. In smart contracts, every loop like if, else, for is similar to other languages for like C or C++. Okay, so if here we use if loop. If index is greater or equal to the name is state variable prices slot length. So what it returns, if this statement is true, what this function in return false. Okay, return false, that means the value is 0, it returns 0 value. Clear? Else, so else we do for loop because here so many values, so many index numbers are in this array, so we use I loop. The described as u int I is equal to index, okay, and I less than prices dot length here, and prices dot length -1. If you put here less than, then you can use prices dot length. Yeah, prices dot length -1. Okay, the next is I increment with 1 value. Here. So here we describe the prices I compare with is equal to prices I plus 1 and with semicolon here for loop closed, the bracket I think, for loop closed, and the prices length dot length which minus and the return is true. There is array, the array is returns, that one is returns. Here use R. Here, so we deploy this contract here and here. Firstly we add some values to prices, so add values using the function add price. So here 10 at 0 index, okay, 20 at 1 index, 30 at 2 index, 40 at 4 index. Here, okay, so prices at 2 index with what value? 30. Get array length 4. Number of elements in prices array is 4. If you want to delete some value, mention the index number here. So here we see at value 2, that means at index 2 the value is 30, so here we put 2, okay, and delete array. So here get length is 3, and here if you put 2, the what value is shown? 30, because show 40 because 30 value is deleted from the array. Clear? Everybody clears this smart contract, simple smart contract of dynamic size array, how we delete, how we find length, and how we add elements in a dynamic size array. Yeah.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one is for the index you used uint.
Yeah. You int, unsigned int. Yeah.
Is it possible to use a var or const?
No. In smart contracts, we use only two types of int. That is, one is signed int and the other one is unsigned int. Here only two values are described, not variables. VAR here is we can not used here in smart contracts in Solidity language. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
And my second question is
Yeah.
you use I is less than price dot length minus
Yeah.
1.
Yeah. Yes.
Since it's less than, it's already minus 1. You added another minus 1. So if the length is 4, I cannot be can be lower.
Why the one thing is why we have used here the prices dot length minus 1, because in the very next line we use the I plus 1. If your loop is here is price dot length, then the very next line contains the value that is not in your array list. That means if you put here, if you don't put here is this, the array length is 4 and the index number is 0 1 2 3. So 3 is here is price is at 4 index, but we don't have any 4 index in your array. That's why we put minus 1 here. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any question?
No, ma'am.
Everybody clears the how we define the state variables, how we use set and get functions, fixed size array and dynamic size arrays. If anyone has
Yes,
problem,
got
if
it.
anyone okay, if anyone has problem in these programs or smart contracts, so you can tell me. So in the next section, in the next session, today's session is only up to this. And the next session, we discuss about structures, mappings, enums, the other variables, the other basic data types that we will use in the smart contracts, the other variables also. We are not limited to only integer values. Okay, we use the strings, addresses, everything. Here. So I stop to share my screen. So if anyone wants to know about Solidity or smart contracts, today we have discussed, so पूछ सकते हैं तो नहीं, otherwise the session has been closed.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone
so
having
much.
any doubt? Or shall we close the session for today? Thank you so much, Shubhani ma'am. I think there are no doubts. So we can close the session now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I have shared the attendance link for today. So just go and click on that and it will be active for another 10 to 15 minutes. We have your sessions only on weekdays. So weekends, Saturday and Sunday, we won't be having any session.